Then Bayley and Sasha did a promo, and they're trying to instigate or tease some dissension between the two best friends there. I like Bayley. And she carries some of these promos off. And just some of these things off. This is the first time I've ever seen Tamina work, because Bayley wrestled, if I could use that term, Tamina, in this match. Have you seen Tamina before?
Oh, yeah, she's been around for a long time.
Woo, boy. Has she ever showed up at wrestling school?
Well, she's a second generation. She's a legacy.
Okay, she's Jimmy Snuka's daughter, right?
Correct.
I suspect the milkman.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that?
This is the first Samoan I've ever seen that couldn't work. She first of all, she looks uncomfortable as fuck. She's working in a full body outfit and a leather overcoat. What the fuck? But Kurt Hennig couldn't get a match out of fucking Tamina if this is what Tamina did. Bayley worked her ass off here. She really did. She tried, and at least you can hear the girls trash talking, except sometimes when you can hear the guys trash talking, it sounds phony too, because they don't know how to trash talk. But the girls, when they're screeching or whatever, but Bayley goes up and fucking starts pie facing this big fucking girl, and she's just no facials, no body language, no aggressive stance. I know she's supposed to sit there and get pie-faced a little and then bow back up. There was no bow up with this girl. No facials, no aggression on offense. She kicks with her left foot. That has to be, boy, first time you get in the ring with her, that'll be interesting when you don't know it's coming from that side and get it. Well, I was going to say get it in the balls, but that may not happen in this instance. It's the female division, but the stuff that she did on offense, Tamina, had no life. Bayley's bumping her ass off for it. And then Bayley, it's a big girl, little girl match, right? And Bayley took the power stuff, but then she goes to work her leg, wraps it around the post, works the leg, but it was the most stationary heat I've ever seen. Tamina, she never rolled over and started crawling to get pulled back. She never got to the ropes to pull herself up to get her leg cut out from under again. She just stayed in one place, which may have been the safest thing for Bayley from what I saw later on. At that first, Tamina made her first little false comeback, which was kind of bleh, to be honest. And she's just walking around. And then Bayley caught a fucking super kick. That super kick, by the way, she does a super kick only if the girl is bending over. Did you notice that? Her super kick's about fucking thigh high but anyway, Bayley catches the super kick and she got kind of an ankle lock. It wasn't a real ankle lock, but they didn't have a camera angle where you could really tell bad, but it looked like it's the only ankle lock she could get on because Tamina's so big. And then Tamina sells her leg well on the ground. She's screaming. Now you can see the face all of a sudden. But whenever it comes to actually getting up, moving around, or doing something, so Bayley worked spots based on Tamina being immobile. And then Tamina made another comeback on the floor. And I was like, fuck, I have worked with radio DJs that are more natural workers and have more oomph and personality when they're on the offense. And Bayley takes a great bump over the announce desk. And boom, and she was just trying to keep moving and be a ping pong ball for this girl. But there was no sense of, I call it oomph, but you know what I'm saying. On offense, when somebody had oomph, but imagine if that had been Awesome Kong in her day in that fucking spot or whatever. But anyway, then the fucking Tamina throws her back in the ring and she gets up on a top rope just barely and is going to jump off the top rope. But Bayley's going to put the feet up and Tamina's going to catch them, but she barely come off the top rope. Bayley put her feet up and Tamina caught him and almost fell over sideways. And then somehow rolled Bayley up and hit her with what looked like at the same time the most awkward and painful Samoan drop in history. And another thing, when you take somebody up over your shoulder like that, I always used to tell guys, because it's important to me. This is the way I always thought should be done. When you take them up in the fucking shoulder ride, right? Imagine you've got somebody up in position for the Samoan drop. Their bottom arm, their right arm, or left arm, whichever one's toward the mat, you need to trap that by your side when you fall backwards. Because if you fall backwards with them not on your shoulders good, and that arm not trapped, they're going to go straight down sideways instead of flat of their back, and it's fucking awkward. You can blow your shoulder out. And it just, anyway. She hits that Samoan drop, then chases Sasha around at kind of half speed. And then while she was rolled back in the ring and while she was distracted, Bayley rolled her up. 1, 2, 3, thank fucking God, I wrote. And the roll-up was not the smoothest thing I've ever seen, or fucking not the roll-up. She went for the Samoan drop again and she crucifixed her, whatever the fuck. But good God, I was glad that was over. And then, so to Babyface to get something back goes to give Bayley the Samoan drop again, and Sasha comes in and clips her fucking leg. And so she just lays there, clips Tamina's leg, and she lays there immobile again, not even looking up at the people that are standing over her, taunting her. It just was fucking rotten.
You know, you haven't seen much Tamina, which I think is interesting here in this situation, because I have seen a bit of her, like I said, and I came out of this match and said, that's the best Tamina match I've ever seen.
Are you fucking shitting?
I'm not saying it was good, but I'm saying that was the best I've ever seen her in a match.
I'm taking a drink of bottled Sprite over that one. All I wrote at this point, I said, I really like Bayley, but Curt Hennig couldn't get a match out of Tamina. And then I wrote an underline twice, is it over yet? The show, I mean. No, it's not. To the answer to your question.